give all honor and glory to.
Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah Ba'Shem Kakadash.
Give honor to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Akim, Christians right across the four corners of the world. We out here again, prophesying through the spirit, the downfall of this great sinful kingdom, America, which is biblically codified as Babylon the Great. You know? So we can get some precepts to the sinful kingdom.
This is Amos chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of Yahweh power are on the simple kingdom.
Yep. So, yeah, the eyes of the Lord power, Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah upon this simple kingdom, referencing to America. What represents or references to the eyes of the Lord? The angels, who are the ministers of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah, and what they do, they see what the good and the bad is going on within this earthly realm, and they report it back unto the throne of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah.
This is Proverbs 15:3. The eyes of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah are in every place, beholding the evil and the good.
Yeah, so they beholding the evil and the good. And it goes to a reward. And once you go to the word reward, it's like a consequence or result of good behavior or unworthy behavior. What's the unworthy behavior going on right now? Just anti-Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah behavior. What's that worthy behavior? Putting in those good works, those good fruits of the spirit of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. So on both spirituals, the angels who are the eyes of the Lord, they are taking those messages, those deeds, whether they be good or bad, and they let it know to Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. And that's how the Lord is going to judge this place very soon.
Ecclesiasticus 17:19. Therefore all their works are as the sun before him, and his eyes are continually on their ways. Yeah, just going into, the Most High utilizes the angels to do the reporting. Okay, sometimes they can manifest, on earth, come to the camps. Sometimes they're passing, in chariots and so on and so forth. But the thing is, everything Esau is doing is being documented. Okay? Now back in Amos chapter 9 and verse 8, behold, the eyes of the Lord power are on the simple kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth.
What mechanism that's going to be? Armageddon, World War III, those nuclear missiles, which goes into part of the Lord of the hosts. And you cannot forget that the fire that Yahweh Shah is going to bring along the angels as well, Because America is personified as like a woman, according to the scriptures, and more so like a whorish woman. So that's what the Lord is going to do very soon, because you think about Yahweh Shah, he's an ultimate high priest. So according to our law as biblical Israelites, what do you do as within a horde of our nation? You either stone her or you'll burn her. So that's what the Lord is going to do. Pretty much the judgment of America is going to receive, it's going to get burned, and it's going to get stoned.
That's double.
It's double judgment,
And this is 2nd Ezra 16:7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. Okay, going into those missiles. So once the Most High puts the spirit on these nations, starting with Russia, to utilize nuclear capability, sending transcontinental missiles over here, then he's not going to stop it. As if a woman is having birth pains and later have a baby. So once that arrow is released from that bow, you can't turn that arrow around.
You read that, get what you
This is back into 2nd Ezra 16:7. May one turn again the arrow that is shot of a strong archer. The mighty Lord sends the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away?
Those plagues goes to those widespread afflictions, which goes to the judgments of Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah. They come into the form of pestilences, it'd be wild, vicious beast attacks, just all types of left-hand behavior Yahweh Ba'Shem Shah is going to set upon his earth,
And if I can add the point, this is actually talking about the missiles. So when I go to verse 9, a fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
Second Ezra what? 15, 16? Strong as the right hand. 16, 13.
Yeah, I may have to go up a little bit. You want to go up? Yup. A 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand, that bends the bow. His arrows that he shoots are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah, that's why, you know, when you look at the word broken arrow, once a movie came out with Christian Slater, back in what, the early 90s, mid 90s, around that time frame. And what was that movie concerned about? It was going to nuclear missiles, you know, which goes into the Lord of the hosts. You know, that's part of his armies right there. You know, so those nuclear missiles, that's going to be one of the main effects of America's downfall. And, you know, it's going to be burned to death very soon, you know?
Yeah, bro, I got you. Back in the scripture. This is 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. You smile. 2nd Ezra 16 and 13. For strong is his right hand that bends the bow. His arrows that he shoots are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world.
Yeah. So what type of mechanism or component can do that in today's time? ICBMs, intercontinental ballistic missiles. You know, when you go to the word inter,
Yeah, or when you go to that term, transcontinental, trans means across continental land.
Yep.
So from the east to the west.
The book of Isaiah 54:16. Behold, I have created the smith that bloweth the coals in the fire, and that bringeth forth the instrument for his work.
yep. So Smith are these modern day scientists, you know, these different chemists and stuff like that, and they put in the work so making these nuclear bombs, this nuclear warfare. That's going to be the downfall of America very soon. You see all these different countries, these different leaders of these different nations, what they keep boasting about, nuclear warfare. Because it all goes back to the prophecies of Yahweh Bashim Shai. Then goes into Proverbs, the 21st chapter, how the king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. So what he's doing, he's loading them to gear up into that spirit for World War III, the Battle of Armageddon. This is going to be the last war of all wars very soon. You know?
And I have created the waster to destroy you.
The race to destroy. What's he's going to destroy? This whole landmass of America. This filthy horde that we keep referencing within the scriptures. Because this place, America, needs to be destroyed. You think about this place from an ethical standpoint, from a morally standpoint, look at the societal decay within this so-called country, man. Look at the mindset of these people within this world. So when a person have, people have a mindset like that, especially the women, because that's how you know our people are at the low, because you look at the predicament of the women's mindset. That's how you know we're in this low predicament right now, because everybody is westernized by that Babylonian wine. So what's the ultimate case for a person or people within that mindset? They gotta be burnt to death.
Council of the Earth.
Yeah.
You know, have you seen that video with you responded to that Jake the movie Thailand?
Yes, sir.
You know? So what just shows you America is the absolute problem of the earth, man. And this is really pretty much a slave prison, man. You look at how America is ran, you know, America is pretty much, all right, a false, all right, democracy, a false republic, okay, false liberty. And you see, this is the most restrictive nation ever, you know, and then it's the most wicked. So America has been the poster child of wickedness, and the Lord finna erase that image off the earth, man.
Hey, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Can you expound on that video what Jake was talking about when he moved to Thailand?
Yeah, Jake moved to Thailand, and he was like, look, you know, when I was in America, I was just working to pay bills. But he said, now that I'm in Thailand, I can actually enjoy the fruits of my labor. You know, like Jake is out there living, chilling. You can tell Jake got that oil, that glow on him. Jake good. Jake stay like in a high rise. You know, yeah, $500, $10. Even in Russia is like that. Like I talked to Edomite that live in Russia. He's like, Russia, look, my cell phone bill $10. My daughters get free piano lessons. They get free dancing lessons. You know, he was like, my internet $5. Like, it's crazy in these other nations how these people really have a quality of life that's above America. You see, America just has convenience, and you just have the liberty to destroy yourself. You just be wicked in America. That's really the only thing that you're liberated to do. Because they were breaking down like, you gotta look at it. They don't, over there in Syria, in the Middle East, they don't have to get permission from the government to add on to their house. You know? They don't have to worry about people coming around and looking to see how tall their grass is, man. These are the restrictions that only exist in America, man. They don't got no curriculum that you gotta send your school, your children to in these different countries, man. But you gotta teach your child this curriculum in America, man. You know?
We got a family member. He's actually going to do some investigation because he's talking about moving over there too. And this guy's been all over the world, man. So what's going on in town? And if I could just add to the point too as well, you know, and it's America. Because if you took all those people from the east and brought them here and took us from the west and took us all the way back to the east, we wouldn't have that same mindset. It's the juice of America. America is that influential inspiration that promotes a lifestyle of sin. Going back to initial precept, Amos 9 and 8, this sinful nation, man.
Those same people from the east, you bring them over here to the west, their lifespan will be more shortened, you know, more stressed out, things of that sort, catching diseases, for all these abominable foods, you know.
Just gonna make a quick point. That's the spirit. As I was watching this guy, might be Moab, I can't remember. I think it's like Moab or Amen. He lived in the U.S., and then he moved to the Netherlands for 5 years. So that allowed him to look at the U.S. from a different lens. And he was like, man, as soon as he came to the U.S., he picked up 20 pounds. You know, and he was like, in the U.S., it's all about like what you do. Like somebody asks you in the U.S., like, what do you do? And it's like, that's it. It's like a hustle and bustle. It's like in the Netherlands, it's okay. Like there's more to life than working. You know, and he was just, you know, creating like different contrasts between the Netherlands and the U.S., man. And he was basically saying like it's not all about money in the Netherlands, and they don't. And how can I put this? It's more about time. You have free time, you know.
Hey, if I can say, because you know, people want to say Trump is going to be a dictator, but we truly are really under a dictatorship living in America, man.
Right.
You being force-fed poison. Like brothers bringing up, you have to, you know what I'm saying, work to pay all these bills. You got to get a tab for your car every fucking year, even though the same damn car. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford. Oh, you got old ass people, man, who should be enjoying the fruits of their labor, have to continue to work just to have health benefits, man.
Sitting in Walmart.
60, 70 years old, man.
Right.
The fuck, man?
Shit crazy.
The fuck, man? Having a child should be a fucking burden. Having babies.
Right.
But what America has done, I'm letting brothers get the scriptures, I know they got scriptures. What America has done, man, it made it hard to build. So we're already under dictatorship, but our spirit we get into their Roman history, right? Americans are privileged slaves. They'll tell you out of nowhere, yeah, we working Saturday. Like, damn, man, shit. You know, we working Saturday, Sunday, Monday, like shit. You know, but guess what? You can go home, look. You can go home to watch Hulu, Netflix. It's buku screaming because it's entertainment literally means to keep the mind contained. But the reality is that you're a fucking slave. You can watch all the pornography you want. You can have all the casual sex you want, but you can't build a motherfucking thing.
So just like on the plantation.
Yep.
You got what, Saturday and Sunday off.
Yep.
So now Esau done turned America to a big ass plantation.
It's a big corporate,
It's a
and you're a
big
debt
corporate
slave.
plantation,
Because you
man.
know what they did to niggas? They freed niggas to get taxed.
That's right.
They took you niggas off them agrarian plantations and made your ass a citizen. And now you got a car note, an apartment, a mortgage, a baby mama, fucking license plate registration,
Life insurance.
credit card debt because you can't manage a credit card. I don't know if I mentioned child support. All right, they tax you on everything. The food has a tax. That's another thing about that guy from the Netherlands. There's a tax on food. All this shit, man. You got free. You got emancipated from one form of slavery to another. And then they turn around and did that same thing to your woman. They emancipated her ass from you and made her a debt slave. Now everybody getting taxed. All right?
It's Exodus 6 and 5, and I have also heard the groaning of the children of Israel, whom the Egyptians keep in bondage.
And right now, those groanings are coming from the prophets, man. The prophets are groaning, crying. You know, letting the Most High know about the abominations that's going on in America.
The 1/3.
The 1/3. And then what the angels do is they're taking these reports to the spiritual realm and expounding on it.
And it says, and I have remembered.
And who's a fucking Pharaoh of today's time frame? Well, the upcoming Pharaoh is Trump, elect Trump. How they call it? Trump, the president-elect Trump. So he's the new dictator. He's the new Pharaoh.
Yep.
All right?
Yep. And ultimately the elites.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah.
he's the face.
Yeah.
You know, he's their puppet, but
That's
you
right.
know.
Left hand priests
Yeah.
and elites, Chaldeans.
And what? I'm gonna let you finish the scripture. Go ahead.
He says, and I have remembered my covenant, wherefore say unto the children of Israel, I'm the Lord.
Zion. What does Zion mean? The memorial. So every time the Most High looks down, hey, he remembers us as being his chosen, man. And that would never change.
My son works.
That's right.
And I will bring you out from under the burdens
And
of
that's
the
what we
Egyptians.
waiting on, man. And right now, the major burden is what? This system. And as Zaquan just named all these identifiers that oppress you. Your woman, child support. Okay, they're taking taxes out before you even get your fucking money. Inflation. So how the fuck can you keep up when your hourly never changes, but everything else is rising? You can't keep up. And now two people in one household needs multiple incomes just to sustain.
Yeah,
This
yeah.
is oppression, man.
This
And what does
middle class.
oppression mean? To press down. And the middle class is over, man.
And being in your 30s with no children, that's really unheard of, man. But now the average millennial, a lot of millennials don't have children.
And I'm gonna say this, and now the upper middle class is being dragged into it. Because as the middle class is being dragged, the upper middle class is falling down too. They're living from credit card to credit card to credit card. And some of these households have almost a combined of $200,000. So how the fuck are you still broke? Meanwhile, you go to Thailand, you go to DR, you're a fucking millionaire over there.
Who shows you that this is all designed by the so-called powers that be, well, ultimately by Yahweh Shemel Shai, to fulfill Revelation 13:16. You know, he calls it almost all great, rich, and poor. Notice it didn't say anything about the middle class. But the middle class can be obsolete very soon. You know?
In every dystopian movie, it shows that contrast. It's the elite rich and the dirt fucking poor, like you said, Elysium, Hunger Games. It's man, it's probably my favorite genre, man.
Platform.
Platform.
Platform is about that too. That's right. Snowpiercer.
The book of Eli.
That's right.
Why does all these movie directors and writers have the same fucking vision about the future? Because they know the plan of the global elites.
Yeah. Because predictive programming, when
Yeah.
you break that term down, all it means is to foretell prophecy. And Esau is doing it on the left-hand side. So a movie ain't just a movie. A commercial ain't just a commercial. When that nigga Jigga said no church in the wild,
Yep.
well, what do you think he's going into? He's going into lawless behavior. Out of order chaos. And what's the order? The New World Order.
Oh, so like,
It says, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you out. I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgment. Back in Exodus 6:6, and it says, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with an outstretched arm and with great judgment.
Yeah, so the outstretched arm, who's that talking about? That's the extension of the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, via his only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Get that right there.
And this is Isaiah 41 and 20, 40 and 21, right? Okay, this is Isaiah 40 and 21. Have you not known? Have you not heard? Has it not been told you from the beginning? Have you not understood from the foundations of the earth? Verse 22. It is he that sits on the circle of the earth, and the inhabitants thereof are as grasshoppers.
I'm sorry, go ahead. You had these people like, I don't know, like wind surfing, sky surfing, and they have like a camera on strap to them,
Yeah.
but they'll be like miles in the sky, and they have a camera attached to them, and you will see that the earth is a compass. You know, you will see that the earth is circular.
How is it flat?
Well, how is it flat? That's showing because they got the camera attached to them. He just sit on the circle of the earth, man.
Right, right.
All right.
Right. Back into Isaiah chapter 40.
And that's why you see chariots, UFOs, man. That's the surveillance cameras, man. That's the surveillance, man.
And you can't see the curve because we too small. I heard that before. It's like the circle of the earth.
Oh, yeah.
If we was much taller, you could actually see the circular
it's like when you put a microorganism on a basketball, man. He doesn't understand that he's on a circle. You put an ant on top of a basketball, he doesn't see it because in front of him is just the horizon line, and it appears to be flat. He doesn't understand he's on a circular object, man. You know, we're those microscopic organisms on this planet Earth, man. All right.
And this is Isaiah 42:13. The Lord shall go forth as a mighty man. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry, yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies.
That's gonna be the whole earth. You know, Howard shot. All right, he got out with the whole earth. See, this World War III, the reason why we follow this war because of this prophecy, man, and many more. When Yahweh Shai is gonna enter the scene, man. You see, Yahweh Shai is a great judge is gonna come set everything to right, man. All right, because under the rulership of Esau, Edom, the earth is in chaos, man. Going back to like you were referring to America as a whore. And what does a whore do? She runs game. You know? These bitches always running game, and that's what America has done in the earth. They ran game on everybody, man.
That game is prostitution.
Yep. And she got everybody at odds with each other based on her, all right, being treacherous, man. So now we're seeing this World War III being conjured up, and it's just going to lead to this, man. Yahweh Shai, he's going to enter, all right, the arena of war, you know?
And back into Isaiah 42:13. He shall stir up jealousy like a man of war. He shall cry. And what's that cry?
War cry.
That's that war cry. Yea, roar. He shall prevail against his enemies. Prevail, overcome. Verse 14. I have long time holding my peace. I've been still and refrained myself. Going into what? Yahweh Shai traveling back into that far city for 2,000 something years.
He at the right hand seeing all this unfold. You know, and then he's seeing, you know, his brethren, you know, raised up and making their daily sacrifices, you know, and there's appeasing to him and the Father, man. And it's gonna get to the point where the Heavenly Father's gonna send Yahweh Shai back, man, full of hate.
And when you think about Yahweh Shai, you think about attributes of them being men of that have brains, able to control their emotions. But now you finna get an emotional response from Yahweh Shai. And when you prove that, you're gonna say, this is back in Isaiah 42:14. Now will I cry like a travailing woman.
Ooh, yeah, war cry.
Right.
You know? And like Jake coming out the tunnel, coming into the field, okay, or coming out that tunnel, coming into the court. And this is a perfect setup, all right, because he coming to deal with Rome, and Rome used to love those gladiatorial games, man. Yahweh Shai gonna turn the earth into a coliseum, man.
Hey, can I say something, bro?
Yeah, bro.
Hey, Alonzo Mourning got dunked on by Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
And when he dunked on him, he said, all I remember was that scream, that cry. You know, so when they showed Jordan, he was like,
Yeah.
he said that's all he remembered. And that's what everybody else is going to remember when Yahweh Shai is coming through the clouds, man.
That's right. It's basically a release.
Yeah. That's right.
Hey, can you link up something? Got it.
Look at the book of Matthew, chapter 24, starting in verse 29. And the header is the glorious return. Verse 29, immediately after the tribulation of those days shall the sun be darkened, and the moon shall not give her light, and the stars shall fall from heaven, and the powers of the heaven shall be shaken. And then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn.
Hey, so the powers of heaven shaking. What's that going into? The disruption of Esau's kingdom building nukes.
That's right. So that, what's up with this Christianity doctrine when everybody's supposed to get all together when when the Lord returns back? You know, where is it according to the scriptures? Why would all the tribes of the earth is going to mourn when they see the Son of Man coming with that great glory? It goes to 2 Ezra, he's going to be waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. That refers to like him and his holy angels. And on top of that, Yahweh Shai is going to be on top of the chariot, a very massive chariot. You know?
And you come that deep to move shit around.
Yeah, you ain't about to play.
Yeah, you ain't bringing no goddamn military for nothing. You coming to move shit around, man.
What they talk about?
Yeah, exactly.
Hey, like you say, it's perfect point. You said, what should it talk about? Ain't nothing to talk about because you people talking now. Because the earth is in complete rebellion. Okay? You celebrate everything that the Heavenly Father tells you don't celebrate. You glorify everything that the Lord despises. So here it is, you're in complete rebellion, man. So it ain't nothing to talk about. You're talking now with your conduct, man.
If I could just add in, you fucking Christians, and you are some of the biggest fucking hypocrites. You can show a so-called Christian Jeremiah the 10th chapter, and they'll justify that shit.
Yeah.
They will justify. You are really antichrist.
Yep.
You're the biggest antichrist walking the face of the fucking earth, man.
But the whole Merry Christmas, what does it mean? It's the Merry death of the Messiah.
Yep.
You know, Christ the Messiah, Mas, death.
Mm-hmm.
You saying Mary, so because Rome celebrated, all right, the death of Christians, man. Okay?
Well, yes,
Especially,
no, just to lay them back, because y'all was saying how when Yahweh Shah comes back, it's gonna be the spirit like the gladiators, like a gladiator game. It's the spirit though, because they used to throw followers of Yahweh Shah in those gladiatorial games. So like the Lord flipping, He gonna pay back Rome for us, man.
and he will have on what? To fight against beasts.
Yeah.
So Yahweh Shah comes back to fight against the beast.
All right, back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 30, and then shall appear the sign of the Son of Man in heaven, and then shall all the tribes of the earth mourn, and they shall see the Son of Man coming in clouds of heaven with power and great glory.
So what about the prophecy within Isaiah, how people's hearts gonna melt? Like, why is it he's gonna be all so-called loving when he comes back? Obviously, he's gonna have opposition toward people on the earth. They're referring to 2/3 of the nation Israel. They want to be likened unto these other nations, mainly Esau, Edom, and the rest of their joint heirs going to these other nations. So, Lord, when he comes back, there's going to be a lot of bodies dropping, and rightfully so,
Verse 31.
Can I leave them up real quick? Revelation 1:7. Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him.
So the people that's going to be blind at that point in time, the Lord's going to allow them to have their sight just so they can see their death, their downfall, their demise,
And they also which pierced him. And all the kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so tomorrow.
Listen, those that pierce him are going to those ancient Roman soldiers. So they're not, how can they see Yahweh Shah when they return back? It has to be a process of reincarnation. Those same spirits are back here today only to fulfill this prophecy right here,
All right, back in Matthew chapter 24, verse 31. And he shall send his angels with a great sound of a trumpet, and they shall gather together his elect from the four winds, from one end of the heaven to the other.
Because Luke 18:7.
This is Luke 18 and verse 7. And shall not the Most High, Luke 18:7, and shall not the Most High avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him, though he bear along with them.
So Yahweh Shai, he's going to come back in his day ones, one from the beginning of the foundation of the earth. And these are the ones that really sign and crying, as the scriptures say, for all the abominations done in the midst thereof. Nobody's complaining about what you see is going on in today's time, So all these complaints right here, all these different cries, the sign is going back up to the throne of Yahweh Bashim Shai. And therefore, very soon, those cries are going to be answered,
And what you said, Elder, it deadens that doctrine of John 3:16 about the Lord, love everybody, man. Because it plainly said that he was going to gather his elect from the four corners of the earth and the four winds. So he has his elect, which is 144,000, as well as the brothers go into there's an elect within the elect, and that's that large multitude, man. The 1/3 of men, women, and children who believe in Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai.
This is Tobit 12 and 15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One.
So Raphael's job in that time frame, he was assisting Tobit through the Spirit. That's a beautiful book right there as well. And what was his job? He's been a messenger. You know, that's what the angels do. They be like a messenger from Yahweh Bashim Shah. You know, and he takes those messages back into the spiritual realm on the throne of Yahweh Bashim Shah.
Now back you up. We jump down to 17. But he said, well, let me start at 16. Then they were both troubled and fell on their faces, for they feared. But he said unto them, fear not, for it shall go well with you. Praise the Most High therefore. For not of any favor of mine, but by the will of our power I came. Wherefore praise him for help.
And like, can I say something? And don't be surprised if they out here, you know, they out here now. I mean, you know, they're among us, man. And that's why Edom is afraid. You know, they'll have these different sightings of the chariots, and they'll say that it's drones. You know, nah, man, you got to deal with the heavens now, man. You got to deal with the angels. You know, ain't no backing out now.
Yeah.
You want to blame another, you know, country? Nah, the earth don't got that type of technology, man. You know, now you're being brought or introduced to the king of terrors, man. You know, so you know, brothers get into it, man. You know, Captain Shaquat, hey, it's gonna be a world invasion, man. You know, and that's why Edom is afraid.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And no other belief system or what you would call a movement has done this, man.
That's right, bro.
You know?
Hey, Hebrews 13:2.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because like the apostles, they made a good point. And they were just going into like, you know, you gotta be careful how you treat these, you know, these derelicts. You know, they call bums in today's time. Because you never know, they can be able to disguise themselves as angels. You know? You got it right there, the prophecy.
Walk around the house, you see them with clothes on the ground.
So you gotta be
They're gonna
careful.
send it back to the spiritual world.
That's right, man.
So they can be disguised.
Yeah, that's why Apostle Bar, he always said about Apostle Jarman, they see like a derelict, you know, they come asking for money like that. He always try to, you know, assist them. But you just never know who you entertain.
And the clothes might disappear too. You know? And it's heavy because the angel can actually hand you something tangible, so to speak. You know, when that one man that came to the camp and handed them some money, you know, I believe the Lord does that every once in a while. Like, he'll have an angel around you that's really helping you out.
Yeah.
And that was the account of the Spirit, brother, reading, you know, out of the book of Tobit, the angel was sent to really help them out. You know?
That's right.
Yeah.
So, and we through, man. We need it. You know?
Straight up, those straight up angels.
Yeah, straight
Those are
up.
high-ranking angels. It's hope.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
And he didn't even know it. Going back to what? Hebrews 13:2.
You know, just make sure like, the angels, they be disguised as derelicts, you know, because, you know, they can clothe themselves as like, you know, another type of person, you know. But they have that type of spiritual power to be able to do something.
And Hebrews 13:2, be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unaware.
Now you have to understand, we came from hospitality culture. So in the ancient world, you could bring in a man to your house. All he had to be was an Israelite. But so now we're not that hospitable because we're in the valley of the shadow of death.
And in the Greek term, the definition is hospitality.
Yeah, hey, through the spirit, man, it's the spirit. We had hospitality culture. So if you was an Israelite, we related. You know, but now it's just basically, hey, follow peace with all men. You know, don't treat people like shit, you know? And, you know, don't be an Edomite towards poor people, you know what I mean? So, but like I said, that shows you right there that Yahweh Bahashim Hawashai has, what's the name of that show? It's called Boss Something. Where the boss act like he's a worker and he checks out the other workers in the plant. You know, so the Most High has angels planted in his kingdom. And if you watch like Game of Thrones and stuff like that, they'll show you that kings actually have spies in other people's kingdoms. You know? So the Most High actually has angels. Because if you look at the word angel, it means like one sent.
Yeah.
You know? So the Most High actually has angels disguised as humans here in Babylon, man.
Like say his eyes.
His eyes, man.
So they're apostles too.
Yep.
Yes, it's sent forth.
The dispatchers, man. Who else? What's another example of that? Sodom and Gomorrah. Yahweh Shai came with the two angels. Yahweh Shai left, but then the two angels was left. They were left there to go with Lot, and it was so intense that those demonic sodomites wanted to break Lot. But the Most High knew what was going to happen. That's why he had the angels there.
No, they wanted to have sex with the angels.
Oh, hey, I stand
Remember,
corrected.
they wanted to have sex with the angels.
And Lot stopped it, and they was like, "Man, you better get back, or we'll deal worse with you."
Because he was like, look, you can have my dog.
Yeah. He tried to get worse.
Hey, it's a lot, bro.
No, you know what we hear.
They want to break the angels, man. Hey, this shows you what times we're in America's modern day South. And hey, go ahead, bro.
I just a quick point. Angels are not gonna come in the form of a woman.
But you know what? They can disguise themselves. You know? I mean, I don't know. But you know, I put it like this. In the book of Tobit, the angel Raphael created a trance that made it sound like he was eating. You see? But he wasn't eating. You know? But I don't know.
I mean,
It's a lot good.
I'm just gonna say I don't know.
I mean, it's a lot of things going on. We don't really,
Because
we
I
don't
believe,
even know about.
I believe the angel can, because there's certain things that people have been recorded and happened. And it was like, man, the angel could be like an Edomite. It's like the angel can despise himself. I'm sorry, not despise. The angel can disguise himself as an Edomite. Whatever mission he's on.
Whatever mission you're on.
Yeah, but I speak as a man because we've never seen a woman. The woman angel is not in the scriptures. But as a man, I say that I believe the Most High can use an angel to disguise himself in anything. Because he can put you in he can put an illusion over your eyes and you talking to a woman. You know? Because look, demons come in the form of women. A succubus is a demon. A succubus is a woman. And that's an actual demon. It's a lust demon. But like I said, hey,
That makes sense for the love and that's love and magic.
You know?
So that makes sense.
I mean, like I said, I speak as a man. I don't, hey, but we know we like.
Something we don't know.
It's not doctrine.
It's not
Not
doctrine.
doctrine, no doctrine.
That's why I should have let out with I'm speaking as a man, but I don't believe that.
Yeah.
You know?
But in the scriptures, all the angels were men.
That's right.
You know. But we know that how angels got that power to make you think that they eat with you. And the angel, hey, you up here think you eat lamb with the angel? He rubbing his beard.
Think
and
he
it's
drinking?
You think he drinking like And he got like juice on his beard, and it's all an illusion, man.
Yeah.
You know. And somebody just said this right. Hey, go ahead.
Somebody want to get that one? 6 and 24? Wisdom of Solomon. Yeah, boy.
This is the book of, this is Wisdom of Solomon in the Apocrypha, chapter 6, verse 24. But the multitude of the wise is the welfare of the world, and a wise king is the upholding of the people.
It shows you through the spirit that it's an unwise king currently ruling, this so-called rulership right now. You gotta look at the state of the mind of the people right now. Look at the condition of the people from like on a health tip. All the minds of these people are poisoned. That's due to that Babylonian wine. It's very toxic, And that type of vibration, it has spread across the four corners of the world where these other nations are taking soup in the horn, which is America,
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 29, verse 2. When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked bear rule, the people mourn.
Look what's going on over there in Syria and shit. Those people mourning. Over in the Middle East, man, and America's behind all that shit, man. Look at the state of America. People are fucking mourning based on inflation.
Look how many homeless people you have in these major cities.
That's right. And I've seen a lot of Edomites on the side of the road, man, especially on County Line. You know what I'm saying?
Shows you through the spirit, those curses are transition.
I never thought I'd see a Jake give a homeless Edomite money in America. Like, it's like normal now.
Yeah.
You'll see Tamika hand out a couple dollars to some Edomite.
And this they kingdom.
This is their kingdom, man. Like, they enslaved us.
Hey, before you laugh, but I remember a couple months ago, I seen an Edomite on the side of the road, the hood of it. I've never seen that shit.
Right, that's rare, bro.
Oh, that's extremely rare down here in Mississippi. I mean, for me.
Nah, that's like probably, I saw it one time, man. That's real talk.
Man. But if you look in society, man, it's like a conversation of a neutral talk, man. Everybody's got a sense of what's going on right now and reminiscing on the old days when the prices were cheaper, things was better, times was good. Because everybody is suffering the judgment that's coming down on this place, man. And the brothers that brought out, it's in the midst of that transition, man. Because when you start seeing Jake giving Edomite assistance in their kingdom, man, that's a bad look for them, man.
You got more and more of these middle class Edomites, like these 9-to-5 Edomites, they complaining. You know, they upload videos on social media, you know, complaining about how, you know, inflation is. I know how, like, the so-called financial means to take care of their family households.
Right.
And where have you ever seen this type of vibration going around?
And Esau can't take pressure. That's how we knew in the spirit that Job wasn't no fucking Edomite. And Edomite would have killed himself, bro, in the first chapter.
I'm wrong with his animals.
And one thing I learned about a damn Edomite man, it's not about the Edomite man. He has a high suicide rate because his position in the hierarchy in the pecking order is being threatened. So like you said, Esau's not used to that pressure. He's not used to coming home and he's not at the top.
Right.
So he's experiencing a reality in which he's no longer at the top.
Yeah.
So a lot of what I've learned about Edomites is that their confidence comes from being on top of us.
That's right.
That's where their confidence comes
it,
from.
bro.
So now their position is being challenged.
That's right, brother.
So our normalcy is their struggle.
That's right.
Like with the wage gap and all
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Now you got Jakes making more than them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Got better jobs than the so-called middle class white people.
They can't stand that shit.
Yeah.
And one thing that reaffirms, you know, his pecking order is that no Jake stay in his neighborhood. See, if he walks outside and there's hardly no Jakes in his neighborhood, that reaffirms his heaven. That reaffirms his kingdom.
Yeah. Because once upon a time when Jake moved to that neighborhoods, what you had then, white flight.
Right.
So nowadays, they only have the financial means to be able to move out, man. But they're in the same straits pretty much as Jake is.
Seeing Jake in the neighborhood is like you seeing flying some milk. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You see, at least I know in KO, I done seen Jake's working. I mean, Edomites working for Jake doing like surf plumbing. You know, Jake got Edomites working with them cutting grass. You know, Jake is that they financial supplier, man. You know, that's I like that.
You see Esau doing Uber.
You know what I'm saying?
DoorDash.
That's not that gig economy is our shit. So for you to be doing that,
Your kingdom.
your kingdom.
Like every Edomite should be at least a multi-billionaire.
Right.
Just like a coming Edomite.
Yeah.
So you see more of these so-called middle-class Edomites, they complaining now on social media about who? 1%. Why they complain about the 1%? Because they know that these small hats going to Emelec, they hijack the blessing. So now you have these common Edomites complaining like, "Wait, where's our share?" You know, it was cool about 50 years ago, but now you're in that same state as Jake. And pretty much Jake's doing a lot more better than you.
Yeah, and they want to come to us, but don't come to us. You know, and that's between you and the elite bankers. They don't want to share that power with you, man.
You gotta tell them like they used to tell us, hey, figure it out. You know what I'm
Or
saying?
like I said back there, you slaves in my
You spend some
motherfucking
money
home.
to do it.
And this is
I can say because these elite Edomites, man, especially during around the time of the Great Depression, they start using these low-caste Edomites for pawns, man, telling them that, you know, that the niggers or the Negroes have taken all your jobs, you know what I'm saying? That's why you ain't got no work now. When they pretty much collapsed the economy at that moment, but they still planted that seed in them Edomites that Jake was to blame, man.
But guess what though? Jake was the one that sustained the economy. If you, I did a video 2 weeks ago talking about the sustainment of Cadillac. It was Jake, because Esau couldn't afford it. So what happened was Jake down south was making the money, and they was paying like a higher price on different cars. So what they said was, hey, let's give them Cadillac. Because Jake couldn't put their money in the bank. So when the crash came, Jake was cool because Jake money was at the crib.
Can that show you, hey, Jake, we the pillars of this society, man.
Yeah.
We are the pillars of this society.
In every era.
Yeah.
Because even black culture, this Esau's cash cow.
Yeah.
Black culture is just consumerism.
That's it.
Just pumping money into your pocket.
That's it.
You know?
That's it. You use the sales to push different products, whether it's Prada, Balenciaga,
In the early 2000s, it was all about lockerwear,
right?
fat form,
Sun John,
yeah, I forgot about those. But what happened?
Kelly Kane.
Yeah, but now they went right back to endorsing Edomites.
That's right, bro. And this is Ecclesiasticus 10:4. The power of the earth is in the. All right, this is Ecclesiasticus 10:1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Yeah, so that wise judge is going to be ultimately Yahweh Shai, who implemented the laws of the Heavenly Father Yahweh. And that's what you call is going to be well instruction on the earth, you know? Keep it Isaiah 32 and 1 NLT. Just so we can do it. Yeah, 32 and 1 NLT.
Yo, it's almost over, man. And I love when Elder Kazak hit us with the morning text. Another day closer.
That's spiritual motivation.
You know what I'm saying? That keeps you on the way. You know, you kind of be like, kind of feel tired. But seeing that and then the daily precepts, that's motivation, man.
And our fellow soldiers in these chariots flying mighty close, man.
That's right, bro.
And it's powerful. I was thinking that, bro. That chariot has been there for years.
See, yeah, it moves.
It moves, man. And it's watching, like, directly watching us, man. Come on, man. I love when them chariots get close to Esau and freak these Edomites out, man.
Right.
I love that shit, man.
But the scripture says, Esau, don't be dismayed at the signs of heaven.
And I'm wondering what the Ezekiel went. It said, this is the curse.
Oh, yeah. Zechariah.
I'm sorry, Zechariah. What's it? Zechariah 5. Zechariah 5.
Yeah, sure, bro. Hey, back in Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 1, a wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
So the wise judge in reference to Yahweh Shai. Because the word wise really is pretty much somebody that's prudent. You know, they can be able to foresee something. You know, have that spiritual insight or that intellect. But ultimately, that's going to be the Heavenly Father, Yahweh, instituting the law, statutes, commandments into Yahweh Shai, and transition into his day ones, you know?
And to prove your point, is well ordered.
It's well ordered.
This the book of Isaiah chapter 32 in the NLT, starting verse 1. Look, a righteous king is coming.
Look, the righteous king referencing to Yahweh Shai, our big brother, man. Okay?
And an honest prince will rule under him.
Yeah, so honest princes will rule under Yahweh Shai. That's going to be that governing body of Yahweh Shai, which is the throne of David. That's going to be the whole institution or the constitution of the nation of Israel. You know?
Yeah, let's say honest princes, and that's why we speak about those that believe in his word and truth and in sincerity. Sincerity goes into honest. You know, because the Lord knows the intentions of a man.
Right. Integrity.
You know, your integrity.
Which means innocence.
You know? Hey, because like the other Pastor Gabar, you know, he did a walking talk not too long ago speaking about, you know, running down the reason why we in this thing, man. You know?
That's right.
You got it.
That's right. But like you said, like about the honest prince, it's like through the spirit, you see what we do, we put that continuing effort within society that's free for all wickedness. You know what I'm saying? You really have the free, you know, to do anything you want to do within the society when it goes into wickedness, man. But here we are through the spirit putting forth that continuing effort. So you don't think Yahweh Bashim Ashai is loading that? You know?
All right, well, this is back into scripture, Ecclesiasticus chapter 10 and verse 2. As the judge of the people is himself.
Oh, and I just want to say this. I think about judges like in a court system. Those judges have to eat the book. The American law system, you have to constantly study that book. All right, and when it goes into the law of the king, basically the king is set up to just always absorb the law.
Can I say something, since you said that? And in order to be a judge, you have to first be a lawyer. So Yahweh Shai is mediating as a lawyer for us, and when he comes on earth, he's going to be that righteous judge.
And he said, I came in the volume of the book.
That's right, bro.
So, but us, we're going to be, because you mentioned the word pillars. All right, financially we were pillars, but now morally we're going to be pillars, and we're called the pillars of the earth. But part of the reason why we're going to have the laws in us, man. See, this world isn't ran by the laws of Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai. Right? See, you have to ask yourself, what's the character of the people that run this world? What's the character of the elites? We don't know them personally, but we can see their character reflected in the mindset of the people.
Since Elder Z said that, this from Marcus Tullius Cicero. He was like a Roman lawyer, scholar, and statesman. He stated, within the character of the citizen lies the welfare of the nation.
No, the character of the citizen, man. So the character of the citizen is going to dictate the constitution of the people. But the character of the citizen is a reflection of the character of the king. So we know what type of, hey, the brother sent me this video where I guess he's Muslim. He was breaking down like the Diddy thing, right? He was like, y'all condemning the Diddy thing, but you, that's a reflection of you.
That's right. Oh yeah.
Yeah, y'all did get the Diddy scandal. Like that's the average American.
That's it.
Like he ain't doing nothing, but what they so-called exposed was a lifestyle that he rapped about anyways.
Yeah.
And it's like you're a hypocrite because you condemn him, but you glorify.
That's right.
You watch the videos, you do all those things, man.
Yeah, that's it.
It's like that's the average American. The average American is a Diddy.
That's right.
In so many words, man. And they put him on the front as the weirdo, but like no, the average American is freaky, man.
Now, who groomed Diddy?
Yep.
Who groomed
Clyde
Diddy,
Davis.
man? Clyde Davis.
Edomites.
A so-called Jewish nigga, man. Well, not so-called Jewish. He was a Jewish motherfucker. He groomed him, and they use these celebrities to bring these motherfuckers back so they can get down. But it's part of that curriculum because in order to advance, you gotta play ball.
Yeah, and also when you witness these different men become the fall guy, you know, Esau Edom be proving a point. Like, man, I still control you niggas.
Yeah.
You know, like this my world. You know, think about it.
Like Beyonce, I forgot the moniker she's under, but it's an Egyptian god. It's supposed to be like the god of music. So that's the reason why you have all these celebrities that get on stage. I like to thank Beyonce. I like to thank Beyonce because she has elevated to like a high witch status. And on one of her videos, she got like the horns just like the Egyptian god.
And one of her videos, they like pause it or something, and she has a demon. The demon comes up in her face.
Yeah, I saw it.
It comes up in her
I've seen
face.
that too.
Yeah, she's possessed by that.
That's why they made that movie. What's that? Beehive?
Yeah.
Yeah. What? What's my real name? Dominique Fishback, man. Yeah. They made the movie Beehive. I'm gonna talk to
Yeah.
But they show like a the Beyonce fans are really like demonically possessed. But the Beyonce fan in real life, Beyonce fans literally worship Beyonce. They call it the Beehive. But in the movie The Beehive, it was one scene where they had the beehive, and it really reminded me of Beelzebub. You go back to the movie The Ninth Gate, and the demon came in the form of a bunch of bees.
They show the movie Constantine as well. Like, I know like the bugs would attack.
I said The Ninth Gate, but I meant Constantine. But they showed all of the bees come, but it was really Beelzebub. It was Satan. So they showed to the movie Beehive, because I think the beehive in the movie is shaped like a Baphomet. It had like the branches around it. It's a blur now. But long story short, they're really saying it's demonic, man. It's like those fans are really demons, man.
Yeah, and them demons are real, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, that's where the wicked leader of Edom draw their power from. You know? As well as these different celebrities that are lesser luminaries, man.
Hey, so that God is Beyonce is Hathor, a major goddess in ancient Egyptian religion who represented many aspects of life, including love, Beyonce, beauty, Beyonce, fertility, and motherhood, man.
Yep. Hey, like I think y'all said this a while back. The idols are living now. So when they have these different artists, it's like a living animated idol. Like Beyonce is actually like a moving idol, as opposed to a statue. You know, so hey, like Beyonce is really like a vessel, man.
That's a back and forth, and that's the reason why all these superstars have to give her honor when they're accepting awards. She has nothing to do with it, but they still have to pay an homage, man.
Yep.
I like to thank Beyonce.
And like you said, like those ancient artificers, and when they crafted those different idols, they were like dumb idols. Now, like those idols are speaking now.
And the industry is like the artificer now. The industry is gonna mold your image. It's gonna create the image.
Hey, and it's like on a local level, but growing up, listen to that nigga Lil Boosie, man. Lil Boosie was a damn idol.
Yeah.
You know, they had played one clip. I think they got the YouTube shorts, pretty much showing like the old Boosie or whatever. You know, say he holding up one of his guns or whatever. You know, pretty much talking shit. Like he ready to, he'll shoot somebody. But you read the comment board. You know, you got Jake and Eve on there. They were like, man, that old 2004, 2005 Boosie had everybody thinking they were Boosie.
Man, Boosie got niggas wearing Boosie fades. Yeah. If you from the South, like Jackson, Mississippi, Boosie had niggas under a spell. And Jake can tell you a lot of poor decisions got made with Boosie playing in the background. A lot of niggas kind of slumped over in their car with Boosie still playing in the background, man.
Based on his music, he created you or recreated you in his image.
Yep.
And Esau used the same scenario to push it on a larger scale.
And that nigga was under Warner Brothers. So it wasn't like and Warner Brothers owned by Amalek, man. So it wasn't like he was this random hood dude.
Right.
They used him, man. And like that man was,
archetype.
he's an archetype. He's an enchantment, man.
Zaquan, how the fuck did he beat all the murder cases?
Yeah, hey, that's a heavy.
How did he beat these murder cases, man?
That nigga's an archetype, man.
Yeah.
And because on that same video, I saw those comments. One of them said like he was like a 2000 NBA YoungBoy.
So he said it. It did
So
say
was.
that.
Yup.
Wow.
Yes.
And I drove past some elementary school students a couple years ago in the hood. Them little demons was they was dark and dry in the eyes. And I picked up a teacher from those schools. I was like, man, what's up with these kids? He's like, man, they under the NBA YoungBoy spell. He roughly spread, you know. But he was like, man, it's the NBA YoungBoy got these kids like that.
This is Romans chapter 1, verse 25 in the NET. They exchanged the truth of the Most High for a lie and worship and serve the creation rather than the Creator, who is blessed forever. Amen.
That's what you niggas doing now. Y'all don't even serve the Most High or worship Him. You worship the creation. That's just like I got them to create a picture, and then I got you niggas bowing down to the picture. No, you supposed to worship me because I'm the one who created the portrait.
Well, who's the picture? It's just Beyonce. It's these archetypes.
Jay-Z.
It's the because like, the apostles going to, I think, no, Elder Swumble was going to it also. It's Dougie and Diva. Right. And then they have different names in different kingdoms, of course. But every rapper is a street nigga. Why? All the most popular rappers are street niggas, especially from like the 80s, the 90s, the 2000s. They'll pop out a Lupe Fiasco here and there, but even that nigga grew dreadlocks and switched up his cadence and shit, man. So why is it that it's a street energy with nigga rap, and it's a sexuality energy with a female, man? No female is talking about chastity. It's always some sexuality shit, right? Because they're playing Thuggy and Diva and no telling what other enchantments through these performers, man. You see? Yeah, terrible. You know? Yeah.
Exodus 20:4. You shall not make unto you any graven image.
And a new graven image is a celebrity. Now, what does the word celebrity go back to? You celebrate. I think it's motherfuckers you celebrate.
That makes sense.
Hey, what about that phone? Is that thunder? But yeah, I think celebrity goes back to celebrate, man. Like you got gifts, because what do? Like you said gifts to your favorite artist. They get all type of fan pictures.
But then you think about them concerts, you know, all them, you know, them crazy screams, you know, like they giving their energy.
The stage is an altar. The stage is the fucking altar. The priest or the priestess is the performer.
And like I was saying,
My point. That's why when you go to the concerts, the platform is elevated. And what do? You give them no glory and stand.
That's praise.
That's praise.
Then they dim the lights. They put more, the money vibrations on you and things of that sort.
They have that smoky shit.
Yeah,
it's an altar.
Yeah, it's like an altar.
Yeah,
It's a shrine.
Damn, that's right.
Yeah.
Cause you be damn there thinking you high.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that shit is.
Yeah. Hey, YouTube platform is called Middle Nation.
Damn.
Because most of the artists are mediocre. Most artists are mediocre. Even Beyonce is mediocre.
That's right, bro.
She's a great performer.
Yeah.
She's a great live performer.
But she ain't have no voice like Whitney Houston or Nita
No,
Baker.
she did not, man.
Mary J.
She did not, man.
Mariah Carey.
Come on, man. Real
Aaliyah.
Alicia Keys,
Nigga.
India.Arie, Lauryn Hill,
Right.
and then
But that shows you what the power of that fucking machine, man. Esau used to say back in the 80s, we can make you a star.
hey, but that's why all that makeup shit part of that idolatry too. Because most of those chicks are average looking. Like the real Beyonce is like, okay, she's probably cute. But nah, they make them up like that. That's part of that idol worship.
Just one point. MIA. Y'all remember the song Paper Planes?
Yeah.
Paper Planes. But anyway, I think she's from Sri Lanka. So she said Jay-Z wanted her to do plastic surgery. She told him no. She's like 50-something years old, look beautiful. But she said everybody around Jay-Z has to go through plastic surgery.
And she wound up dead, didn't she?
No, she's still alive.
She's still
she
alive?
said basically he wanted her to do some blood rituals
Okay.
and things of that nature, but she turned it down, so she got shed.
Oh.
Yeah, she got blackballed.
They ain't been heard about her in years.
Yeah, had one of the hottest songs around that
She
time
did,
frame, and all of a sudden she shed.
Hey, hence the term one hit wonder.
That's it.
Because they don't want to go through the rituals, they don't want to go through the humiliation and all that, man.
There's no such thing, one hit wonder.
Because
Now I'm just saying, like, if they can make one hit, of course they can make another.
yeah. Because you basically your music is an extension of you. So your fan base is always gonna like your spirit and your energy. All right?
Can I finish it out?
Yeah, come on.
Hey, Exodus 24, you shall not make it to you any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in earth beneath, or that is in water under the earth.
Yep.
You shall not bow down yourself to them,
Yep.
nor serve them. And that's what you do when you go to these concerts.
And when we were growing up, man, we had posters on our walls. We had idols. Those are
That's
idols.
all right.
Jordan,
Yeah.
fucking Lil Wayne. Hey, everybody had that diva image. Come on, man. Everybody had that diva Lil Kim. The early 90s Lil
My
Kim.
cousin had that shit on his wall.
And Freaky Pose.
Yeah.
Everybody had this diva, like that shit she was doing.
Yeah.
And I heard that, yeah. I
Now,
got
I
that
couldn't
energy.
do that shit, but I had to, the other shit though.
Yeah.
I had a whole bunch of shrines in my wall.
Yeah, we all had them shrines, man.
I ain't never looked at it like that.
Hey, it's spirit on us right now, man. Them are shrines, man.
That's right, bro.
That's how Grandma had her shrine.
That's right.
Cesare Borgia,
right.
Kennedy,
Yeah, man,
Martin Luther
King,
King,
that's
yeah.
right.
It's one of them niggas missing. Oh, Barack Obama was a new idol. Barack Obama was a new idol, man. When that nigga got elected 08, was that 08? That nigga got elected 08, Chicago went crazy. Niggas went crazy, man.
Oh yeah, Jay was wanting to take us out behind us getting on Obama, man.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Car shot up.
Yeah, they was really like trying to like take brothers out.
Yeah, he was in Chicago when he got elected, man.
You go to like one of them nigga women grandmother houses, you'll see Cesare Borgia, Martin Luther King, and Obama.
We can't forget Kennedy. Hey, he said the big three, yeah. Hey, cause them niggas is idols, but that's how they ran the plantation, man. That's why during the district election, they had a Barack Obama's son in there as son in jail. Like y'all know who, y'all are be ashamed of yourself. And them niggas, cause they use niggas to control niggas, man. Well, he's not a nigga, but they use puppets to control niggas. Works. And that's why Jake is unplugged from that matriarch demon, because they're not fucking with Kamala.
Right.
You see, 20 years ago, Kamala would have had him. But Jake is unplugging from that feminist mama's boy spirit, man. All right?
I'm gonna finish it out. Verse 5. You shall not bow down yourself to them, nor serve them. For I, the Lord Yahweh, your power, am a jealous power.
Hey, Tupac is an idol.
That's right.
He's the image of Pac, man. The image of Pac. And we can't be discriminated. The image of Pac, that's an idol, man.
He's the godfather, the great grandfather of drill music.
Look at the video you put up, Captain Quiet, like Jay was constantly talking about, how he thug, like he thug
He
like.
pushed that shit hard.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
That's
man.
right.
And a lot of, do you know how many niggas were incarcerated over a Pac spirit?
That's right.
Like them 90s niggas?
And them niggas was infiltrated by the CIA to fill the prisons, man. Because you had certain elite investing in the prison system.
Certain rappers had to come to their meetings.
Right.
Those meetings.
Crazy Bone told you that.
Yeah, you never questioned why things got demonic after the 60s? After the assassination of certain leaders, then Jake got demonic. That's when Jake started doing cocaine, crack, That's when, then you fast forward to the 80s, Jake went, like you said, the crack. Like you talk to any baby boomer that's 50, 60 years old, they remember the advent of crack in their neighborhoods, man. Jake left the South, went into these cities to have a middle class life. The middle classes shortly got infiltrated by crack. All right, so just imagine how a family got affected by at least one member being struck out on crack.
Yeah, crack was a fucking atomic bomb.
It was an atomic bomb, man. Real shit. Real
Real,
shit.
boy.
And you still see the outcome of it in 2024.
That's it.
Jackson, Mississippi, all right, the Shady Oaks and the West Side and
Memphis, Tennessee, and Chicago, you still see the zombies, like the hills have eyes, the aftermath of that shit. You still see the impact of that shit 40 years later.
It was a plague, bro.
It was a plague, man. But it ultimately is Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai. All right?
That's right.
Back in the scripture, visiting the iniquity, and this is Exodus 25, Salaki 24, of the fathers on the sons unto the third and fourth generation of them that hate me.
Hey, and that's why we're here in slavery, man. Hey, because we see it in the ancient world. We transgress Yahweh in the ancient world, and now Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai sent us here. We cycle back. All right? That's why a lot of us have post-traumatic slave syndrome. We have deja vu. You have stop. Man, I've done this before. I was here before. You know, hey, we got beat so bad as a nation and broken down so bad. You have triggers, man. Jake hate water to this day. You know, Jake is scared of dogs to this day. It don't make sense how you can be not scared of another human and you just gangster, but if a dog running towards your ass, some shit start getting triggered, man.
And so in modern terms, that's you in your car.
Yep.
And then you see a police car get behind you. That's some fucking dog. We did a video before the paddy wagon video.
Yeah, I remember that. Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, the dogs are the sirens, and those torches they used to hold are the lights of the police car.
Repeat that again, bro.
That syndrome that brothers be feeling when they get pulled over by police and they hear them sirens. It's because when those like them paddy wagons, but back then they was called slave patrol. When they started coming after them slaves and them slaves started trying to get away from them, they got them dogs, them hound dogs barking, running, and as well as the men hollering out and chanting whatever they saying, carrying those particular torches and lanterns, man. And when you combine those different substances, you got your modern day police car.
Yep. Because they had the plan was never to have Jake off the plantation. So this was at the prison industrial complex. That was the next hustle, man.
Yeah.
The brother Don sent me a text from Jackson. They combined Satanism with music, which gave them a form of control. They can basically make people do whatever they want with the enchantments, and knowing the masses will always mimic what they see. Music videos took it even further. Monkey see, monkey do.
If I can say something, Dr. Shaw, and you notice with these music videos they got out there now, the music video will have nothing to do with the damn song.
Nothing, bro.
The music video is pure Satanism, man. You know, the symbols in it, you know, the imagery, you know. Every pose, so to speak, everything within that video is meant for social conditioning, man.
Right, and which affects what? Your fucking subconscious,
Yeah, your subconscious.
man. Because think about an iceberg out there in the water, right? Hey, 90% of the iceberg is what you don't see. So when you're watching videos and listening to music, that doesn't affect your conscious, but it affects your subconscious. And your subconscious ultimately will have you doing things you don't want to do.
Hey, we just go ahead, bro.
Like for example, like let's just say your conscious level, your conscious awareness, now that almost shit is wrong, so on and so forth. Right. But eventually you see so much and it affects your subconscious, you start to slowly or gradually accept it. That's the so Esau really affects what? He tries to penetrate that subconscious. When you're seeing all these signs and things of that nature, that is to affect your subconscious. So ultimately, you can't be controlled by your conscious.
Yeah, that's why pornography is so big and all these different videos on the internet is big. They're conditioning you, man. It's like you're gonna go to sleep and it's gonna play back over your mind.
What was that Will Smith movie where they was doing it? Focus. Yeah. That's what they was messing with the son.
That's right.
Hey, y'all brother was just talking about Beyonce a minute ago, and I had looked it up, man. She did a world tour back in 2010, and guess what the name of it was? I Am.
Yeah.
And Nas had an album called I Am.
Even Jacob started saying like I'm him.
Right.
That's a new term, like you're him.
Right.
You're that guy.
Yeah.
You're him.
LeBron pushed that shit a lot.
He's him.
Yeah,
You know?
Yeah, like these niggas got y'all practicing Satanism and you don't even fucking know
You don't
it,
even
man.
know it, man.
Like, and I want to say that on hat that LeBron be wearing, that's allegiance to 666. It goes back to Satanism. It's you in, bro.
Yeah. But all you cats gonna, end up bad, man. Just like this one guy, which he not a celebrity, but people know about him. He might as well be. This dude, Billy Carson, he was pushing Satanism, man. Pushing that you should be your own God, and he knows it's the Most High, but he don't fully acknowledge the Most High, because he doesn't, fully acknowledge the Bible. So the damn Edomite scholar cut him, man. Yeah, he made him look bad.
That nigga made you come to his house. I thought he was about to pull a kick up. Hey, this. Oh, I'm good.
Oh, hey man, hey, that's why I hate no cap alone, man. No cap is a spell trying to put you back on that Christian plantation, man.
Yeah, and and I'm gonna say this, that was just one victory for you Christians, man.
Right.
Y'all still off, Just because you beat Billy Carson, man, y'all still true. But they gonna keep playing how he got confounded, but you Christians don't got it, man. And y'all upset because of the Israelites. You got it, bro.
Hey, what the video turning the spirit with turning things upside down.
Yep.
Acts 2 reloaded, beginning with the apostles.
Yep.
And this is Acts 1 and 20. And she said unto them, call me not Naomi, call me Mara or Mara, for the Almighty has dealt very bitterly with me.
That's America. America goes back to Marat, which means bitter, man. All right, we've been dealt bitterly in America, man. We've been dealt bitterly in America, man. All right. That's why it says in Baruch, my delicate ones have gone rough ways. What was that rough way? That slave passage. They're landing on the shores of America. There's bitterness. There's bitterness, man. All right. Even the prison industrial complex. We just read that 37% of so-called African Americans are a part of the prison industrial complex. And we haven't even get into the northern kingdom. So it's really like half of the nation. That's why so many jakes on your job, depending on where you work, they got ankle monitors on, man. All right?
If I can say something real quick, just to lay on back to the point you made before, as well. Going back to when we keep the Passover every year, through the grace of the Lord, being blessed to make it to another Passover. When you eat the bitter herbs, of course you do it to remember ancient Egypt, but also it's for the bitterness of this place here, man. The way this place dealing bitterly with us, because this the worst captivity, man. At least in ancient Egypt, we knew who we were. This the captivity where we lost it all, man.
Everything, man.
Yeah.
Including our name, our culture, man. All right,
And no account for the labor, man. Jake has been the mind behind so much in America, man, that Esau has taken credit for it. Has taken the patent and deemed it his, man. The telephone stoplights, particular parts of helicopters. Yeah. What the fuck Esau gonna do with a cotton picker?
Man,
You know what I'm saying?
Edomites are taking videos that brothers did and acting like they came up with that shit and put it on TikTok.
Yeah.
They took videos you did and put it on TikTok like, you know what? The Mexicans are really the tribe of Issachar.
Exactly.
And he said it all like, I was just,
Like he came up.
yeah, like no, you got that from also it's for the apostles, the higher ups, but like I know specifically that's your specialty, man. So fuck you, man. Everything that we've done, that's why Jake has a thing about inferiority. He associates all the intellectual stuff with Esau.
But do we really expect anything more on how they took the Americas away?
Nah, man.
Here you have a civilized land and say you found
Yeah.
something that was already lived on.
Yeah.
You fucking peasant.
That's a proud
Fucking
motherfucker, man.
Bower.
You fucking peasant,
Debo
you
shit.
dour,
Yeah,
man. Hey,
Then they'll show movies like Apocalypto. You seeing at the end Esau coming on those shores, but you would still celebrate Columbus Day and things that shit.
Man, right.
hey, fuck you,
Got
because
a
you.
whole cultivator land. My bad.
Fuck you, man.
Yeah.
And Northern Kingdom, you ain't shit. Northern Kingdom, you ain't shit, man. Y'all think y'all better than us, man. Cause y'all look like the damn devil that conquered your dumb ass, man. You so-called Hispanics and Latino Americans, man. 2024, you got this superiority thing about you towards the Southern Kingdom, nigga. Both of your names go back to your slave master. Your first and last name, man. Your wound is very incurable, man. And we admire the things you did as a people, man. We don't look down on you. Now that we've awakened, we don't look down on you. But y'all got this superiority thing about you, man. Hey, somebody's phone just went off. This devil don't like you, man. All right, but this is beyond, this curse of the so-called white man. We're breaking ourselves from these shackles in our minds, and with Esau creates this fake reality, which he's the God of everything. He's the God of medicine. He's the God of food. He's the God of religion. He's the God of politics. Like you say, but like he came up with all this. It was already here. And we already had civilizations to extract Yahweh's earth and give it back to our people, man. Caesar is not the I am. Christmas Serapis is not the so-called white man. You're not the I am. That's why you have to move to the Wizard of Oz. You have their great eyes. Their image is their great eyes that went throughout the earth, man. But now that image is being torn down, man.
It was an illusion.
It was a fucking illusion. It was a fucking illusion, man. Is this the man that made the earth? You're Cain. You're Cain with no melanin. You're Cain. You're Cain. You're that anomaly in that. You're that anomaly in the environment. It's like, oh, that's him. You know? All right.
Hosea 9:13. Ephraim, as I saw Tyrus, is planted in a pleasant place.
Yep.
But Ephraim shall bring forth his children to the murderer.
Yep, because that pleasant place was Puerto Rico. Because you gotta remember, man, the Western world before that council came, all right, was a paradise in itself.
Yes, sir.
So the Most High planted the 9 tribes in a paradise, man. All right, but you gave your children to the murderer, Esau, Edom, the conquistadors. And you know who was the middleman between that? Them damn women. All right, because they was infatuated, with them conquistadors, man.
And that's why to this day, so many women of northern tribes, they'll only date Edomite men. And then pretty much their parents teach them to go for that.
They leverage your status.
Yep.
You marry a so-called white man, that's gonna leverage you, man.
Got you, bro.
All right.
I want to say, hey, going back to the movie Apocalypto, remember, of course, Edomites came, they was coming on those shores, those ships. Remember, his woman asked him, can they go see him? Can they go back? But he told her, with his son and his wife, he's like, no, we just gonna keep moving forward. But she wanted to turn back, man. And you read different stories back then. A lot of those so-called, not so-called, but the Northern Kingdom women, they was trying to welcome Esau in, man. That was against that shit.
You know what that reminds me? I'm sorry, you got it. You know what that reminds me of? Ezekiel 36. When the Most High personified Israel as a little whorish woman. And she was infatuated with those different princes. The paintings and the images of the heathen princes, man. So that's why the scriptures really say enslave your daughter.
Right.
The scriptures really say enslave your daughter, man. And I'm proud to say that, man.
Which is protecting her.
Yeah, you protecting her. Now we don't have our daughters locked up in the closet for those of us who have daughters. But in our homeland, you're really supposed to, that's why you have something called a debutante. The word debutante goes back to debut. When you debut your daughter. So you're really supposed to have your daughter enclosed inside the house. That's why in Sirach 42, the Good News Translation, it says give her no windows.
Okay.
It's like what they call shelter.
You shelter your daughter, all right, because the patriarch is pretty good with that. The patriarch in the South creates the best looking Edomite women. But going back, a debutante goes back to the French, which goes back to debut. So what happens is, traditionally, all right, when your daughter became of age, you presented her like at a show ball. And that's when she's presented to the world. And that's when she become open to suitors. So like we all at this ball, right? You know how Jake do, we all at the ball, and your daughter is at the debut, all right? And now that's how you kind of have like these are the men over here, these are the daughters over here. You see? In early America, you have a debutante party for like rich Edomites. They did that. In the early 1900s, they have a debutante party where your 16-year-old daughter, you'll showcase her, your debut her. It's a daughter debut.
This is Ecclesiastes 7:24. Have you daughters have a care of their bodies?
What does that mean? You have a care of her fucking virginity, man. All right, go ahead.
And show not yourself cheerful toward them.
Yep.
Marry your daughter and so shall you have performed a weighty matter.
First of all, your daughter is your property, and your son is your property, man. So the goal with your daughter is a father, your duty as a father is to reserve your daughter till she gets married to an Israelite man. Not send off to college and let her slut it out. All right, now, granted, a lot of us can't control that now. But Esau has it set up to where these kids, these daughters be fucking in what, middle school, high school, go to college and she definitely having sex. But then she want to settle down at 35. But now she can't pair bond. You know? So, yeah, so when you go into our heritage, which is an amazing heritage, it reserves the human, and it regulates human nature. It regulates human nature.
Which is your lust, your desires.
Yeah, all it does is it puts systems on top of your nature, so you won't be out here just like an animal.
And that's what keeps you civilized.
That's what keeps you civilized, and your nation civilized. Royal laws.
Arranged marriages brought longevity within the nation of Israel.
And you grew in love. You didn't fall in love, you grew in love, man.
That's the right way, brother.
Right. Now these hoes be talking about they done fell out of love with you. That wasn't so back in the day with an arranged marriage.
And you know, and I was reading this article on it that was basically saying, like, human will basically become decivilized to where women are going off instinct. So what happens is you're dating a woman, and you do something to turn her off, and she monkey wrenches. And it's just like, it's like, basically it lasts 6 months now. You get with a woman, the infatuation of the honeymoon phase lasts 6 months. After that, she mentally checks out, man.
Hey, if you go to Godfather 2, Mike's woman was so upset with him because he kept forwarding the family business. And so she told him, Mike, I don't love you. I have fallen out of love with you. And Mike just told her in due time, it'll come back. You see what I'm saying? But hey, a little more. Back in Ecclesiastes 7:25, but give her to a man of understanding.
But give her to a man of, but hey, what's that key point, Jaquan? Give her to a man of understanding.
Right.
So you're supposed to be in control of who your daughter gets with.
And that man's supposed to be doing what? A practitioner of the law, statutes, and the commandments.
Because you develop your sons.
Right.
You see, Israelite men are competent. You develop your son to be a replica of you and to be the head of his estate. I'm developing you to manage your estate. And then this mother will sell me his daughter for my son. Or he might sell you his daughter for you. Like it's speculated that Mary was sold to Job, and Job might have been 40 or 50, well Mary might have been 14. I'm sorry, Joseph. All right, but hey, that's how we did it in Israel, man.
That's the point. Well, hey, just a quick copy of that in the Book of Tobit.
Yep.
Look how that marriage was arranged.
It was arranged. And they were 14.
Right.
They were 14, man.
Damn.
Yep, they were 14, man.
Wow.
Because the way it was set up in Israel, by the time you're 12, you mentally ready to run a family.
Right.
You know, by the time you're 12, 13, 14, you mentally ready. Yep.
And anybody want to contest the Zaquan, puberty literally means adulthood.
Yep.
When you go to the etymology, it literally means adulthood.
And I don't know about you brothers, but I remember my impulses at 12. I was trying.
Well, Kelly, it seems like I'm ready.
Yep. Yeah, he said you're successful. Yeah, man.
It shows how much we was on a high level in the ancient world too. Like you at 14, you ready to run a family.
Yep. Yep.
You know?
And that apostle what I was getting to, you were also going to apprenticeship at 12. So by the time you come out at 19, you rich.
Hey, Jacob,
Yep.
under LeBron.
All right.
Right.
When he came from under his hand for 14 years, he was a made man.
Showing you the price of a virgin. You have to labor for 7 years for one woman.
That's right.
You know.
And he said he was on long range, so it was like a blur.
Yeah.
He wanted
Leah. Yeah. I mean, ultimately it was 14.
Yeah,
It was 7 years per woman.
Yeah, 7 for, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, because they gave the older. Oh yeah.
It was a
the
finesse.
Yeah, he gave up to the older daughter first.
But hey, damn, lost my train of thought. But go ahead.
And he did this so he could continue to have him as his son.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
But hey, like the Amish, hey, the motherfuckers ain't in college. I'm infatuated with systems. I'm infatuated with systems that can self-sustain a nation. The law was a system that self-sustain a nation. The Amish man, them men, they go into apprenticeship. You watch the Amish, man, they'll build a house like build an ant bed, man. And them dudes like 14, 15, and they become a blacksmith, they become a farmer, they become a carpenter, a furniture maker. Almost everything that says in Sirach 30. And he said, without these, should not a city be inhabited. And the woman, they learn nurturing skills. So what happened? The man marries the woman and the gender roles combine. So they're groomed to complement each other, man. They get it from the scriptures.
And now they want to infiltrate the Amish, man. I was looking at a video a few weeks back where they was had some of them Amish, whatever you call them, children, at a mall. And the girls was putting on swimsuits because they want to go to the beach. But some of them was kind of, self-conscious about it because that was outside of their custom, man.
Right.
But you know, go ahead, bro.
But one of them did, and her boyfriend, he was hot. He was like, this is not how we do. Nobody should be seeing my girlfriend's body like this.
But you know what? It's always an escapee, and that's a beautiful point. That's a beautiful point. It's possible to get into the word prostitute, but that's a beautiful point. But the American is always an escapee from the Amish community that goes back to the American masses and demonize the Amish community. And from the American perspective, this is a cult. I couldn't do this, I couldn't do that, I couldn't read, I couldn't do none of these things. So the way America infiltrates certain traditional communities is to make it seem like they're all suppressed, demonized, oppressed, enslaved. Slavery is a good thing, man.
Just like they did with these other countries in the Middle East.
Yeah, that's right.
Gaddafi and them, you demonize it, and then basically you go out for the natural resources.
Hey, like free the women.
That's right.
When you do the research, I would say you do the research behind that was for their people. The whole time for it.
Hey, it was a dude on the comment board. He was just big up Gaddafi. He was just talking about like how much money that their nation was making as a family unit under Gaddafi. Right. Until Esau came along and destroyed this shit. He said a household was bringing anywhere from $2,000 to $6,000 over there.
It was giving new families homes.
That's
you know,
right.
free
Land,
tuition.
that's right. That's
And
right.
that shows you that this devil is the true terrorist, man.
That's right.
Because they are the one who would infiltrate or invade other countries unlawfully, using drastic measures of war to overtake and bring forth their dictatorship, man. But then, like your brother said, on the flip side, they make them out the terrorists, calling them terrorists, radical groups, and all that, which gives them their own opportunity to go in and take over, which they are the true terrorists, man.
That's it, man. Like when you sanction a fucking country, man, you're better off just going over there and just shooting. Because what you're doing is you're oppressing men, women, and children, and hell, they're dying. They need medical supplies, they need food, you're cutting them off.
That's why people mourn.
Especially when your fucking economy is connected to the dollar. So you got me on a stiff sanction, what the fuck we gonna do?
And look at Cuba. That's like a movie Blast from the Past. That's stuck in the 50s, man. All right, man. Hey, but hey, going back, you said like the Amish was wearing a bikini, man.
Right.
Don't you understand this prostitution? Even for a woman to expose her body, because let's get prostitution in etymology. Hey, the Honorable Elder Pascal Bar, hey, yeah, the beloved Elder Pascal Bar. All right, he was going in, man. And we realized that all our women are prostitutes, man. Once you get into the definition of the word prostitute, man.
You got that for the corner?
I got it right here. This is prostitute in etymology online.
Yep.
In Jeremiah 3:1, they say if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return to her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted?
And you know what this called today? Monkey wrenching. You know, she go to another man, because when you're casually dating, when women casually date, because of that nature they have, they monkey wrench. That's why they ghost you and flake you and shit like that. They're monkey wrenching, man. When they come up with some reason to break up the relationship, they're monkey wrenching, man.
And that's really beastly.
Yeah.
That's animalistic, you know?
Hey, they got a word for it called the 1,000 cock stare. Coach Greg Adam calls it. You look at certain women, it's like they just like stare off like that. Yeah, it's like they stare off. It's like they're dead. Yeah, it's like and a lot of women have that because they going off their beastly nature. They're traumatized, man.
And you know why? Like the scripture states, and that land has become greatly polluted. Your body, a weapon loosed, all the men of multiple men's semen.
Right. Yep.
But you have played the harlot with many lovers, yet return again to me, saith the Lord.
Now that's called a rotation. Now Eve brags about having a rotation. She's playing the harlot with many lovers. It was Glorilla that put on the comment, she was like, every woman is needs 4 niggas. You know, but if you look at that bitch left knee, I think it's the left knee, she got the all seeing down the pyramid tattooed on her left knee, man. That bitch is an implant. Alright? Alright?
This Amos chapter 7 and verse 17. Therefore, thus saith Yahweh, Bashem Yahushai, thy wife shall be an harlot in the city.
A harlot in the city, man. What do you have in the city? Casual dating. That's cesspool culture, man. Monkey wrench culture, man. That's why these inner cities, it's like a concentrated environment because it's so small. Like Jackson, Mississippi, is so small. The STDs spread so much because the women are monkey wrenching. The women are monkey wrenching, man.
They call it hookup culture.
Hookup culture, man. That's why you can't single out this woman and say, oh, she's a prostitute. No, all these women are prostitutes, man. And we're gonna find out in detail why. Alright? Alright, you go ahead with
I'm saying, according to this city is America, man.
yeah.
America pushed that type of culture. They cultivate especially our women to be thoughts and have multiple sexual partners, man, because they know that goes against the law, statutes, and the commandments, man.
You know what I'm not gonna even
A vagina is an open wound, man. And if you're not taking care of an open wound, it's gonna get infected, man.
Right.
So if you're letting every Tom, Dick, and Harry run up in you, you know what I'm saying, shoot you up, you know, go about his business, you have bathed, you know what I'm saying, that's gonna lead to all kind of diseases, man. Now you dripping, he dripping, you know what I'm saying? It's just, and then you passing it around because you shame. You don't want to go to the clinic.
Right.
Neither one of y'all.
Right.
Then you go back home and lay up with each one of your partners. Now they got it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And
They fucking somebody else.
that trifling bitch Angela Yee, a chick that called in her show talking about she had got an STD from a one night stand with a dude, and she was trying to tell her how to make him blame.
That's what they do.
They gaslight.
They're gaslight. They'll make it. Hey, they'll make it seem like you brought it to them.
Right.
And I'm gonna say. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, put your-
Hey, I'm gonna say this. Let's say you got a fucking hole, right? And you're trying to, clean that hole, but you can't see. All you doing is cleaning what you think you cleaning. Residue still gonna be up in there, and that's the same magnitude with the vagina, man.
Still gonna be there.
You know, when a man shoots his semen in you, that becomes part of you.
It latches.
Whether it's 2, 3, or 1,000 men, man.
Michael Kibberer.
Yeah, micro.
And even if you cleared yourself of an STD, guess what? You still destroy your pair bonding ability.
Yeah.
So, like you said, animal. If you have sexual impulses without the ability to pair bond, you're basically on beast time now.
Yeah.
Because even animals pair bond. But you as a human, you're not even pair. Like a woman, you no longer pair bonded. That's why you're monkey branching. But you still got these impulses. Now you're an animal now.
Nympho.
And now, yeah, you're a nympho, man, which that's short for like nymphomaniac or something. Which really you got a sex demon on you. You know?
All right, this is prostitute in the etymology online. To offer, to indiscriminate sexual intercourse, placed before, well,
Place before. So what does that mean, a place before? We're gonna keep going. Go ahead.
placed before or in front, exposed publicly.
Hey, to expose publicly. So it goes back to the place before. So when a woman goes on social media, she puts her body on social media, really she's prostituted. When a woman exposes her body, that's why I said to expose publicly.
Puts it on display.
When a woman puts her body on display, she's really prostituting, man. Or really, our woman's face supposed to be covered up.
That's right. That's right.
Really, a woman's face supposed to be covered up. Cause really, cause you when you see a woman, you naturally look at her for a couple seconds. Whether she with a man or not, you just subconsciously look. Then you'll make yourself not look. You
A
know?
beautiful woman is enticing.
Yeah. So not that you do it on purpose, but really he's going off because all of our women are supposed to be covered. That's for her protection. A woman being covered up is her natural hedge. You see, so can you read the etymology again?
Prostitute in the etymology. To offer, to indiscriminate sexually intercourse, usually in exchange for money, placed before or in front, exposed publicly, and especially on both to prostitution.
When a woman exposes herself, her body take out her picture on social media, prostituting. When a woman, and cause some niggas be like, I love my woman when she's sexy. Like, no, you don't need a house sex. You know, you're prostituting your woman. Like that nigga DJ Iggy. He had his daughter dressed like little Kim for Halloween. That nigga was shut the fuck up! Really? That nigga was prostituting his daughter, man. Alright?
That's a sacrifice of bow leg, man.
Yeah, that's right.
And that goes to show you that them niggas gotta play ball, man. What man will allow his fucking 8-year-old daughter to dress up like Lil' Kim? Yeah, he's a sick motherfucker. And then he's a simp. His woman controls him.
A good channel to watch, MTR, mediocre tutorial reviews. He be doing live response videos to the Pop the Balloon stuff, So he always say, look at their social media, resume. Go to their Instagram, and 9 out of 10 times you're gonna see all them hoes that be on Pop the Balloon. They always showcasing their bodies, like hoes or prostitutes, It's what they be on the shows, they be trying to present themselves like in modest clothing. Man, but you go to their actual page, shit, that's like they representative to be on this show, man. You see
they
they
cash out thing up there,
You see them true sales, they true sales on their social media accounts.
And a lot of them are going on them shows to push their brand and to be well known or to be known. Yeah, they're not looking for love.
Hey, what did it refer to America? The well-favored harlot.
Yeah, I think that.
Now let me get that, bro. I know you hold something too, bro. I know you hold something too, man. See, yep. No. These hoes, you really trying to create a brand. Stay woke, bro. These hoes trying to create a brand with their well-favored harlots, man. All right, they trying to get that image worship. All right, go ahead.
This Nahum 3 and 4.
It's all good, brother.
Because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, the mistress of witchcrafts that sell it nations.
Well favored. Everybody wants to be like America. Everybody emulates America. Why does all these fucking countries have a KFC or a McDonald's? Or their women are dressing like the Edomite woman? Or their men are behaving like the Edomite man? Or they're promoting some form of black culture within that demographic? This is the well-favored harlot because all nations want to be just like America.
Standard, these other so-called countries, be a suit and tie.
That's right. And I did a video about.
Go ahead, bro.
I did a video about this Middle Eastern woman a couple of weeks ago. She's saying she's upset. She's saying their divorce rate is going up because of America.
Yeah, because I Google all the time, like, what's the country with the highest divorce rates? And one of them, Saudi Arabia, popped up on one of them.
I think she was around there.
But I Google why is because they adopted Western culture. And they,
what they trying to do? The women are trying to be more businessmen.
yeah, it's right. Oh, and look, and I looked at some of the other reasons. They adopted their Western media. And they adopted their social media. But when they start watching the Western movies, they start influencing them to be like adulteresses and shit. And it influenced them to like another type of nigga. Like Hollywood makes you like another type of dude as a woman.
The corn tobacco and Pornhub. I like to watch so-called South African movies. When you watch certain movies, man, it's just like chicks around here.
Yeah,
That whole influence of America is over here, man.
Yep.
They dress and act like the nigga woman over here, man.
But you know what? The nigga woman is a well-favored harlot. Or she was a well-favored harlot. Like you was talking about them chicks on Pop the Balloon, they're really making an effort to push their brand. All right, because when you put yourself on social media, you become a well-favored harlot. Just because you take pictures, niggas be like, send me your cash out.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like over there in East India, what they cinema industry is known as Bollywood. Where's that motto happening?
Hollywood. And then there's even a movie, an East Indian little Elamite girl. The storyline of the movie is she's trying to lose her virginity before high school. Do you know how much of an insult that is to their culture? Like she's on a journey to lose her virginity before high school, and she hanging around them little Edomite bitches, man. Because Edomite women are devils too, man. All right. No, you had the scriptures gonna bring up. I got you, brother.
Ultimately, it goes back to Esau, Edom. And this is Habakkuk chapter 2 and
You was like 5? No, I was the one I had.
I'm looking out, Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home.
And if I can say, we know that he go taking his wars to other countries, man, bringing towards his philosophies, con. But another way he infiltrates that too, like y'all elders brought up earlier, with the McDonald's, the KFCs.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Even before social media was a big thing, he was utilizing these different singers and rappers, sending them to different countries.
Right.
They seeing no particular behaviors on the stages. You know what I'm saying? So this devil, he visited the other countries with his philosophies and everything on different scales, man. It's not all about war.
Isn't there a video clip where like R. Kelly was around some East Indian women? They just went fucking crazy. Yeah, it's a video clip like that. They were fucking crazy, man.
Even Mike Jackson.
Yeah, that documentary we watched was in Kuwait.
Those were way.
Okay, yeah. They started, they had like what, Burger King, Mickey D's over there. A lot of people over there started, becoming morbidly obese. Having like chronic diseases.
11, 12 years old, like the Gen Zers over there. Even blue zones, he's infiltrated blue zones where people naturally live to be 100. He'll drop a Popeyes down there, or like people on McDonald's.
It's in the bomb.
Yeah, it's worse than a bomb. Come on,
Well,
man.
the government's allowed this behavior, man, because they're getting paid off by the elite. And then you go into that wine, well, it's a love potion. And when you drink that love potion, you become mad, right? And then that love potion comes in the form of democracy, westernization, so on and so forth. But what it does is ultimately it turns your people out. It has your people assimilating to the ways of the home.
And Apostle Tahar, you made a good point in that same scriptures years ago. Like they transgress by wine. Ultimately, that wine is true knowledge of Yahweh Bashim Shai. And you think about it through the Spirit, that's what he's ultimately is being out of bounds of transgressing towards.
The transgression goes into the stuff apart.
That's right, being out of bounds.
It says, who enlarged his desire as hell and is his death,
The world order, man.
and cannot be satisfied.
You can't satisfy death. I forgot how many seconds and minutes a person died around the world. You cannot satisfy the spirit of death. And Esau's he's in that same spirit when it comes to taking over the world. Now this man controls the entire world. He has all the money, right? He has the biggest military, but at the same time, from like the priest is saying, it's still not enough, man.
The scripture in the Proverbs, death and destruction are never full,
Right.
but the eyes of men cannot be satisfied.
That's right,
You know,
man. And then my phone went off.
That says, but gathered unto him all nations,
New world order.
and heapeth unto him all people.
And that's what he wants to do. He wants the new world order, which is so-called a synthetic reflection of the birthright.
Bible shock out. Another quick Revelation 13 and 8. And all that dwell upon the earth shall worship him, whose names are not written in the book of life of the Lamb slain from the foundation of the world.
Right. And so who names are not written in the book of life? The 2/3 in America and the non-elect outside of America. Because the names that are written in the book of life goes under the title or the moniker, the elect. So the elect is not going to be fooled via the Holy Spirit. But hey, 2/3 of our people here, the non-elect outside of America, they will be fooled, man. Yeah. Unless you want to bring something else on, bro? You want to add on to it?
Verse 7. This is the last one, bro. And it was given unto him to make war with the saints and to overcome them, and power was given him over all kingdoms and tongues and nations. That's it.
So Esau has his time frame of rule, right? And this is who Yahweh Shai is going to topple when he when he comes from the spiritual realm. Go ahead.
It's going to about the 2/3 now reading the book of life. It's for our forefather King David. Psalm 69:27. Add iniquity unto their iniquity.
And iniquity is nothing but wickedness, man. So wickedness on top of wickedness. And how does wickedness multiply? Ongoing breaking the law, statutes, and commandments. It adds up.
So that's pounding sins upon
That's
sins
it,
upon
bro.
a particular individual.
Yeah, like Lamar like to get into that bonfire, and that's what Esau was doing.
Yep. So, this is a curse on the 2/3. So add iniquity unto their iniquity, and let them not come into thy righteousness.
Oh, that's Jake. Yeah, Jake is the only nation going into like the non-elect that cannot come into the righteousness. And what is the righteousness? Going into this truth. Okay, everything starts with this truth. So if you can't come into righteousness, then therefore you will not be saved.
Verse 28, we'll read this in the NLT. Erase their names from the book of life.
Erase their names from the book of life. So by default, you will not be saved. However, you will come back in the kingdom of heaven through the union of your father and your mother. Because you got an idiot out there saying that, what's the point? The point to being saved is to avoid or escape the second death.
Yeah, the fear of the Heavenly Father.
Right. And that's not going to be a quick process, man. 30 seconds can feel like a million years, the most I can magnify that shit.
Hey, Keanu Reeves said that in the movie Constantine, man. You know, and they brought some BS, you know, some mythology, you know, but just extrapolating some truth from it. He was like, a few minutes in hell feels like an eternity, you know. But looking at it, you know, like hell being a condition of suffering, you know.
The Jake that burnt out inside his Tesla.
Yeah.
Jake that burnt outside his Tesla, man. And his mind, they had to have felt like forever.
You know what? As a point, you could say that's everlasting fire. Because we still talk about it. We still bring him up from time to time. Yeah. That's a class.
Jake recently got burned in that cement.
Yep.
Came down.
Well, you know what? I actually I work with his sister. Yeah. She had to leave the job because of this shit.
Like a broken spirit type shit.
Yeah, like she
Traumatized.
The sad part about it is that wasn't him on the trip. He was trying to oversee what was going on.
That's some final destination type shit.
Exactly.
Shit.
And then just to back you up to the point, hey, remember how we used to get in a fight? It seemed like you don't fought for 10 hours.
Right.
But hell, when you ask somebody, yeah, it went over a minute or two.
Right.
But in the midst of the fight, it seemed like the time was just so slow.
He never sex. Even when you have sex.
Yeah.
Everybody done been burnt before some kind of way where they grab the hot skillet, the iron or something, leave that little white print. That shit burns for a minute, man.
Yeah.
And you snatch your hand right off.
It's the slap.
Go ahead, bro.
Then it be the memory of it.
The memory of it.
Like, I don't want that shit to happen.
Nah, I don't want that.
So you're going to see spirits, like the elect is really going to see spirits in the lake of fire moving around, just like that dude in there tells you. Burning, moving around, but your spirit is still inside your body as your body is consuming from fire.
That's hell.
That's hell. That's everlasting
I
fire.
think our brothers brought it up last Friday about when what you call it, destroyed by that mountain and that lava came down. What was the name of that movie? It was the place Pompeii. You know how I think you were saying how they got in Memphis or Chicago. Memphis is some kind of
That was a good video. Because they ain't seen it. You know, watch the other
showing the
video.
bodies, like the position they was in when that lava hit them, man. And when it hit them, man, you know the Lord left they spirit in their body for a second to feel that, man.
Yeah, the lava hit them was like they froze.
Like
Yeah.
Lot's wife.
Yeah, and the
That
point,
pillar.
the point the elder had made in the video, they were stuck in that same pose when that lava hit them, man. You know, they were stuck in that same pose when that lava hit them. And you see that when you watch that movie Pompeii, but that really happened, man. You know, Esau Edom still had those bodies, you know, from that event.
Right here got key points about nuclear missile temperatures. It says the initial fireball of a nuclear explosion reaches incredibly high temperatures, often measured in tens of millions of degrees Fahrenheit.
That nuclear fire is actually it burns stronger than the sun, man. I forgot the research, but if you compare that.
It says right here, this intense heat generates thermal radiation that can cause severe burns in the night fires and significant distances from the blast. The core of a nuclear explosion is significantly hotter than the surface of the sun.
There you go. Read that again, though.
Yep. Comparison to the sun. The core of a nuclear explosion is significantly hotter than the surface of the sun.
So just like you seen that man in that Tesla down here in Jackson, still moving around, his fucking homeboy wailing, he asking for help, but his spirit was still in their body. Just like Apostle Tara said, but when the second coming, the Tesla gonna be America.
America be a burning Tesla.
Yeah, and these other nations along with 2/3 gonna be that dude.
Yeah, because it's going to be a trap.
That's right.
Like pursuing to Isaiah 24, you know, it calls America basically a snare.
That's right.
You know, when the nuclear missiles drop, you know, for people that's stuck here, man. There ain't no getting out of it. That's why the only way out is up. You know,
right, that's right.
Get delivered, man.
You know?
Then that dude had the audacity to say, well, what's the point? That's the fucking point. That's the point. If you've been burned on your hand with fire, can you imagine how that shit still
The
burns?
most painful way to die, based off some I saw in the movie, it's like fire.
Yeah.
Fire is the most painful way to die. You know what I'm saying?
11.
Yeah.
You had niggas jumping from buildings.
Yep. You almost falling at 150 miles per
Wow.
hour.
Right.
You know, because this flesh is a worm to fire. And I've burnt the worm before when I was a little one. Like, it's like, yeah, you're sizzling. You're cooking it, man.
And then like Zaporn said too, hell, and then when you burn, you still have that post-traumatic stress
Right.
from it.
Right?
You don't want to be around no stove and nothing.
It's facts.
You said, Jay just said, like, what's the point?
Yeah.
What about the legacy that's going to be continuing in the next kingdom to come? That's what we're looking forward to. You know, being joint heirs with Yahweh Shai. That was saying, because that legacy is going to continue on because, I'm going to get it right quick, Daniel, the 12th chapter, about 2/3 of our people. Yeah, Daniel 12. This Daniel 12 and let's start at verse 3. It says, "And they that be wise should shine as the brightness of the firmament, and they
That's
that
what it's all about, man. That's the reason why we do what we do based on our portion of faith, man.
Daniel 12 and 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting
And
contempt."
that shows you right there that the 2/3 and the non-elect is coming back. Because remember, we're going to be perfect, Lord will, as the first time around, as the first fruits. So how would you equate that spirit? How would you equate that part of the scripture to the elect? It only makes sense it has to be a 2/3. And that contempt is process of time. They're going to come back on earth. The Most High is going to give them the spirit to remember what they did. And then he's gonna take that thought away from them, man.
They'll never have that status as the ones that will make it on this side.
Nah. Because when you go into the term first fruits, it means those that are superior of their class. Yeah.
This is the book of Luke, chapter 13, verse 28. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth when ye shall see Abraham and Isaac and Jacob and all the prophets in the kingdom of the Most High, Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, and yourselves thrust out.
Hey, well, ultimately, the weeping and gnashing of teeth is the missiles. All right? Doing a thermonuclear destruction. That's why it says in Zechariah, Zechariah, it's going to be a plague.
Yeah, 14.
Zechariah 14. It's going to be a plague, man. All right?
I got you. That one is though.
All right.
Matthew 5:22. But I say unto you, my bad, Lamar, that whosoever is angry with his brother without a cause shall be in danger of the judgment. And whosoever shall say to his brother, Rakah, shall be in danger of the council. But whosoever shall say, thou, you fool, shall be in danger of hellfire.
Hey, and ultimately, the hellfire is the missiles, man.
That's it.
There's no underground world called hell. All right? And pursuant to Ecclesiastes 12:7, spirits go where?
Back
They
up.
go up. So, yeah. So, hey, the body is an earth suit. So, if the spirit goes back to the Most High, your body goes back to the earth. All right? Where is hell? Like, who's going to be in hell? The body is for the earth, specifically for the earth.
And the book of Job also tells you, there the wicked are at peace.
Even the wicked are at peace. Evil motherfuckers at peace.
Jeffrey Dahmer's at peace.
Because he was a spirit created for vengeance.
That's right.
So that spirit came in his body to do the will of the Most High. Because he was killing a lot of alphabet gang members, man. Hey, that's pretty much the point, man. And with that, we hope the brothers and sisters will edify. Even want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushai Ba'ashim Kakadash.
Double honors to our elder apostles and elder bishops of the great millstone Ruel. Peace and blessings, health and wonders in the house of the elect. Abba,
Abba, Abba.
Shalom.
Shalom. Shalom.